in 19th century fantasy Scandinavia or mythic Scandinavia. So it's, and the emphasis for Will, the emphasis they say is make this your own. So we can use references to actual historical events and things for inspiration, but as far as technology and stuff, we have the entire century to kind of play with, so we don't have to worry about, like, if there's things that we really need, and especially they say the technology can wildly vary from rural areas to urban areas, and really, we can kind of just take advantage of that. So it doesn't have to be, we're not saying, the year is 1851. It can just be any time.
We have that whole century to pull,
right,
like society and tech from, basically.
Right. Yeah. So steamships will probably work a hell of a lot better for us than they did for the people of of a specific era. And feel free to make it kind of your own and kind of what you want to do with it.
And that makes like the contrast of going from big time Stockholm out into the countryside. If they're like technologically they're still in like the 18th century, it's kind of interesting. Yeah,
very much. Yeah, and they're kind of willfully avoiding technology, and there may even be reasons that they're avoiding technology.
Well, they just don't want to be murdered. I don't know if that's a good enough reason to avoid technology.
Right.
They don't want to shovel coal in one of those iron dragons.
Put down that fountain pen, or your family is doomed. All right. Yeah. So Oh, and there is, if you guys, like I was telling Matt before you jumped on, Will, there are life event tables and kind of life path tables in the back of the book. So if you want to roll some dice and kind of see what that says to get inspiration for the character, or if you want to, they just give you the option to like quickly generate a character with a few tables. Yeah, I guess it's mostly background. Yeah, it's mostly just your background, but that gives you like most of the life path things, it like bumps things up for you. Kind of like the session 0 text you guys put together, but this is just only the tables, very little text.
Cool.
Just says add one to this, add one to that.
Yeah, because I think we had just spoke about it. Matt was saying it might be neat to be like a butler and his charge, basically, and I was kind of thinking of going basically just to make it as straightforward as possible. My thought was Batman minus the cowl and all the goofiness, right? Like my idea was being like someone who's had privilege, who has wealth, and has like devoted a big chunk of their time to the research of this. And I'm assuming that I haven't quite logicked it out yet, but probably the like inciting incident, right, is probably death of the family or something like that as a result of these things. And then Matt can, if he's still on board, would be like the older, maybe wiser, but person that I lean on and is like kind of, wiped my bottom as I grew up and
excellent. All right.
Took care of things.
So Scandinavia's greatest detective.
Yes.
Right.
With a hint of a Jeeves and Wooster kind of thing going on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, excellent. Okay, that sounds great. And they're both on facing pages. Yeah, right.
Very convenient.
Very easy.
That's why I was kind of thinking. Like, I know there's a resource thing. It doesn't look like the detective's the wealthiest thing, but I think can't you like put points in that at the beginning?
Yes. Yeah, you can.
So I see myself as being a very like, in a way, narrowly focused, like all about like trying to become the best detective and investing and like, using family resources for stuff. And then as a result, I have to realize, like, I think I'm the one who's like doing everything. In my mind, it's almost like a Green Hornet and chaos situation potentially. I don't know how Matt's feeling about it, but like, like maybe I'm like, I have the extreme, what we think of movie Sherlock Holmes, like I can detect that stuff, but in terms of day-to-day life and, eating a sandwich, I need someone to put that food in my hand. I don't know how to do it myself type of a thing.
Yeah, that's very, I don't know if you've ever watched any of the Jeeves and Wooster stuff, but that's a very Jeeves and Wooster kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool. No, I haven't. That sounds great though. Excellent. So you both have to have the sight, though. So even Matt's character is going to have to figure out maybe just exposure or actually even training or something. There could actually be there could be a relationship. You could have brought him into that world. But you'll because you'll need a dark secret, and with the dark secrets of the servant are pretty dark. I guess all the secrets are pretty dark. But yeah. So we'll have to, because you have the trauma, which is kind of the what gave you the sight, and then your dark secret, which will also give me a lot of hooks for like bringing towns and areas and NPCs into things because they can be connected. Nice. So detective and servant, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. All right. So let's just go down their little list. Yeah, someone was saying that they thought the list was out of order. They thought you should do everything first and then pick your archetype. But yeah, archetype is kind of the type of character. So yeah, it makes sense to do that.
Yeah,
early.
that's like the broad concept, because I don't even know like really what does it do. It gives you like your starting talent and tells you what attribute and skill you can get a extra point. Like it's not like it's super limiting in a way.
Right. All right. Okay, so we got the archetypes of the detective, private detective, and servant. And you wanted to go so age-wise.
Old.
Young, old.
And I'll be young, I think.
Oh, nice. Okay, excellent. All right. Old and young. Yeah, great. That's good. Oh, and there's actually some pretty nice. They do suggested names under the archetypes, but they have a nice table. For
already got a name.
Oh, nice. Oh, excellent. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let me get my pen out here and start.
I just did some Google searches before we did this for my.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
You're like, all the tables. We have these tables.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get plenty of. They'll get well worn. I'm sure, as I have to every single person that shows up. They're not all called Mats. All right. Yeah, excellent. Okay, so as far as age, because there's not a role for that, but they just give you a range. So what do you want to between 17 and 25? Will, what were you thinking?
I'm honestly thinking probably like 17. I think that like
awesome.
In my mind, again, there was a consigned incident, and I'm thinking it's.
Were you always the smartest kid in your class? Like
well, no, I think what it is it's like a coping mechanism, right? It's like I was a normal kid, and then something happened to my family, my parents. I like the kind of the bottom one of like came to face with a werewolf type of thing is like the trauma. Like potentially we were out, doing something, family murdered, and then like I did this whole like I want to spend all of my stuff and go pay the best tutors and do all this stuff, and became super single-minded about what I wanted to do to like solve this mystery of what actually was going on. Is my mind what's happening, and then as a result, I've neglected like pretty much everything except for logic in my mind. Like I don't have room for like. Like I know I can't fight a werewolf. I know I can't do this with a werewolf. I can't talk to a werewolf. I need to understand it so I can defeat it, type of thing. So in my mind, like I've focused on this detective thing is like how I'm trying to like control my world and move forward.
Awesome. That's very cool.
And as a result, I need a sandwich because I don't know how to make my own.
Low blood sugar. Low blood sugar. All right. And how far over 51 do you want to go, Matt?
I think I'm going to be 63.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I took my motivation out of the book, but my trauma and dark secret are going to be a little weird.
Oh, cool. No, that's great. All right. Oh, and Matt, you said you had a name. What is your servant's name?
First name is Nils, Nils.
Okay.
Last name is Hornqvist, Hornqvist.
Oh, nice.
I need you to spell that again slowly and backwards. Or just slowly is good.
Nils, Nils, like a bunch of nothings. Mm-hmm. And Hornqvist, Horn, like horn. Mm-hmm. Qvist.
Cupist. I am Aksel Olafrsson, AKSEL.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Olafrsson. Olafrsson.
Sorry. Olafff. Oh, sorry. One more time with the last
That's okay.
name.
Olafrsson.
Oh, okay.
Olafrsson.
Yeah, Olafrsson.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Nice.
Of the Olafrsson line, obviously. Last of my name. Something.
All right. I'll write these in block print so I can read them again. My connected writing is very impossible to read. All right, there we go.
Oh, I'm typing it into a form fillable too, so I can send it to you when we're done.
Oh, that'd be great. Okay, yeah.
I should have got one of those. I'm just going to write it in my notebook.
All right, and awesome. Okay, and what are we looking at next? Are they just? Oh yeah, so attributes, yeah, based on. So we've got names. So yeah, so you have. So Will has 15 attribute points to spread between the four. Wow, you can do pretty good.
Yeah.
if you weight it, yeah, that's a lot of attribute. And then 10 skill points, and then Matt has 13, but 14 skill points.
Oh.
No, skillful in his old age, yes. All right. And Matt's microphone is on your desktop, isn't it? Because I really hear your keyboard.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Sorry. I was typing.
Oh yeah, I thought that was you, Jeremy, because it sounded like you were thinking about something else when you were saying it. So I thought you were typing it at the same time. But
could you say my points again? Because I was typing in my way too long to explain Dark Secret.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah. So you've got 13 attribute points and 14 skill points.
Okay.
And then Will has 15 attribute and 10 skill.
And what's the min maxes on these again?
So
at least 2.
Yes, yeah, at least 2, and you can go, I think, to 5 on your main one. So your main attribute is logic, so I think you can go up to 5. Everything else, I think, max is 4. Yeah, but logic because of a detective, and so for you, Matt, that'll be physique. Ooh. Yeah.
Bronny Butler.
Yes. Well sculpted.
All right, let's see. So 3 would be 12. You got logic on lock, right?
I have logic on lock. I have 2 physique, 4 precision, 5 logic, and 4 empathy. That's what I went with. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm Batman minus the kung fu.
So I'm gonna go 4 physique, 4 precision, 2 logic, and 3 empathy.
Okay, so 4, 4, 2, 3 for Nils. Did I get that? Yeah. 3, right. And then and Aksel was one more time.
2, 4, 5, 4. 2 physique, 4 precision, 5 logic, 4 empathy.
Nice. Oh, very good. All right. And
skills are 0 to 5.
Yes. Let me double check.
I think you cap out. Don't you have like a class skills? The only one
at the start of the game, you cannot have more than 2 in any skill, except for your main skill, which would be 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, and you can choose. You got a set of
main skill is force. Oh wow! Whoa. Why are they trying to make this servant so rough?
Tough as nails. You can either be loyal or tough as nails.
So, do I spend these skill points on the resources too if I want to raise it?
Yes.
How that works?
Yeah, if you want
to. 1 for 1.
Yes, it is.
And it's And just because I'm my fantasy of being a wealthy, spoiled child. It says 2 to 5, so I think I start at 2 and I can max it out at 5. Is that?
Yes, I think that's the range. Yeah, because I think it says minimum.
All right, so then I will crank it up to 5 for 3 points.
That's nice.
And then let me look at the skills again.
Okay. Which one? Oh, never mind. I see it. All right. This is absolutely not related to fighting monsters, but skill do you think you're going to call upon when I'm trying to barter to get my master the best hotel room? Is it going to be manipulation?
Yes. Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
Okay. Do you want these, or do you want me to send it to you later?
Oh no, that would be good.
Okay.
Right now, where is the? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. What did you put points into?
So agility 1.
Okay.
Close combat 2.
Okay.
Force 3.
Oh wait. 1. Okay.
Medicine 0.
Oh. Okay.
Range combat 2. And there's a reason for this once we get into the dark secrets and stuff. Stealth 1.
Mhm.
Investigation and learning 0. Vigilance 1. Inspiration 0. Wait, hold on. What? Remind me what inspiration is for in this game again?
Pepping me up.
Yeah. To
all right. I'm changing it.
Yeah, the mental to mental healing is inspiration.
Inspiration is going to be 1.
Okay.
And then manipulation is 1, and observation is 2.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
8,
nice.
11. Yeah, that should be 14.
Okay.
Alrighty, are you ready for
Yes,
my list
I'm
of?
ready.
So
Yes.
my resources is up to 5.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Which makes me firmly middle class. I think we haven't had any income, so it's just been a lot of me spending money.
Yeah. And you're paying for a butler.
And I'm paying for a butler, yeah. Then I'll have 1 in medicine, 1 in stealth, 1 in investigation, 2 in learning, 1 in vigilance, and 1 in observation.
Observation. Okay. Good. All right.
So does that mean my resources is just the bottom, the 2?
Yeah, if you didn't put anything in it, it's just the minimum of the range. Yeah, 2.
Okay.
I should take better care of you.
Yeah.
You think you could share some resources? Nice. Yeah, so that's how many dice you're rolling. Before each mystery to be able to generate points to to buy things, and then also for upgrading the headquarters. There's that resource comes up again too. And no, you'll have points. That's right. You generate points, kind of XP points. I forget what it's called, like improvement points that you can apply to the headquarters. Nice. All right. So we've got skills. So let's do. Oh, interesting. Choose the talent of the 3, and I've got those if you need.
Pick one of the 3?
Yeah, one of the 3 you automatically get, and then you can
Ooh.
You can buy others, and you can even buy outside of archetypes. So make sure to look through those after you have some XP. Look through those and see if there's actually stuff in other archetypes that would be more useful.
We're not starting with any XP, right? That's for like later on.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, after each mystery. I guess session. Yeah, after each session. So the servant's talents: loyal, tough as nails, or robust. Loyal is +2 on fear tests. Tough as nails is +2 on force when fighting unarmed. And robust is ignore penalties for physical conditions on 1 roll per session. And then the private eye was eagle eye, elementary, and focused. So eagle eye is +2 on vigilance when trying to interpret a situation you're not involved in.
Is that like watching things from a distance, or does that mean
Yes.
like walking into the room and trying to understand what happened there?
I think it's. I think they define it as so. So notice someone sneaking up on you. Oh, that wouldn't be included. Used to interpret situations you are monitoring. So yeah, if you do go into a room and are just watching things before you actually are interacting and getting involved. Yeah, so it'll help you determine what is about to happen, who is the leader, who might be a threat, and how best to tackle the situation. For eagle eye.
Going loyal.
Oh, nice.
Was
So
that element?
What?
Oh, okay. I see it. It's right below where I'm at. I scrolled down to it. Okay. I was just wondering what loyal meant. I know what it means as a word. I just meant as the power. Okay, cool. Cool.
I'm bonus to not being scared when you're in jeopardy.
Nice.
I'm always in jeopardy. And I see elementary. That feels like not the direction I like. We want to figure it out. We don't want you to tell us anything.
Right.
And then focused. I think focused is the direction I'm going. Ignore penalties from conditions when making investigation tests. I'll go with that.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice. Very good. Okay.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, the whole condition thing in this game is how you push, right? You take conditions.
Right. Yeah. So to push a roll, you automatically take a condition instead of from rolling ones or anything. So so normally it's 1 roll unless you're willing to take a condition on the base, whichever it's physical or mental, the stat that you're rolling on. Yeah, so it's much more. Yeah, you'll be carrying conditions around, and you're broken after your 4th. You can take 4 conditions until you're broken, but healing them is not too bad. It just needs time.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to be able to get out of a situation and play some cards or drink or something. Yeah, there's a nice list of out of scene stuff. Nice. All right, so you guys have your talents, and then motivation. So explains why you're willing to risk your life to track down and fight Vaesen.
I took mine right out of the book.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay.
Protecting my master, Aksel Olafrsson.
There you go. You said it right the first time every time. I appreciate it.
All right.
I'll probably call you Master Axel a lot.
Excellent.
I'll just call you Nils.
Yep.
I think I'm going to go pretty much the same way. I'm going with uncovering the truth as my motivation. So I think that's, again, based on going to work on the trauma here eventually. It looks like it's the next thing, but just trying to figure out all the stuff. Like if I can just understand it all, then everyone will be safe and everything will be fine. I just got to outsmart them.
Good. Excellent. Yeah, and then so the trauma, the event that gave you the sight. So an incident from your childhood, something more recent, but it usually has some connection to the supernatural. Trauma can be physical or mental. Oh, sorry. And perhaps you witnessed something terrible or were involved in an accident. So, Aksel, you already.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have it 100%, but yeah, my idea is this came face to face with werewolf is fundamentally what I was thinking. It doesn't necessarily have to be a werewolf. I don't know if there's something else that's more interesting, but I like the idea of, we are a well-to-do family. I was out with my father or something like that, and we were attacked, and he was killed by something, and that's like the first time I was exposed to it. No one else believed me except for probably Nils that it was something crazy. And I don't know. Do you have the trauma for you, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh.
My trauma and Dark Secret are very directly linked. So the trauma is I witnessed my greatest friend, an old army buddy, be possessed by a Vaesen, and it led to his death.
Ooh. Nice.
Oh.
Wait till you hear the Dark Secret part.
Were you also his death too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it in your eyes, man. I can see the pain that you've.
All right, and okay, cool. Would you want to do the Dark Secret now too, Matt?
Sure.
Since you've already, okay.
While possessed by a Vaesen, my friend Akmar attacked me and I killed him.
Oh, okay.
But I panicked and I hid the body and assumed his identity.
Ooh.
Everything you know about me is a lie.
Nice. Another Don Draper. So then you went to Madison Avenue and became a talented ad man. All right. Oh, cool. Oh, that's very, very good.
This form fillable thing does not like how long Dark Secret is.
Yeah. That's those forms. They're not very fillable. Kind of a. All right. So, Will, for Aksel, do you want to make the part of kind of connected to the motivation? You don't really know what kind of creature killed your father.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's kind of what's motivating me this whole time, right? Is like,
okay.
Is that
and we can,
and I've been spending like the last, I don't know how long it's been, 5 years or maybe even 10 years. I don't know how young I was. I haven't quite locked that into my brain. Just basically spending whatever money we had for tutors and books and, getting occult people over to tell fortunes and all that type of stuff, trying to figure out what happened. This is where I'm at now.
Cool. That's good. And just your father was killed. You have your mother still?
Yes, though I imagine to make me and Nils seem really close, I think that maybe the trauma of the event just, led to her passing too, but not from
not from
nefarious per se, other than just her love, her husband.
Right, she kind of just took to her bed and never got out. Okay.
So wait, how long have you been an orphan?
I'm thinking somewhere between 5 and 10 years. I haven't figured out how old I was when it happened. So I feel like I like the idea of basically all my formative time. Like I remember my father. I was with him in my mind when we were attacked, but I was just old enough to I have here my father was killed by a Vaesen while walking our estate. And then from then, basically I imagine you had to take me under your wing because my mother shut down and then and maybe I guess you've experienced something like this before, so you maybe took pity on me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I probably even encouraged you in your research because I didn't understand what happened to me either.
Mm-hmm. Enabling, perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. And so, what were you thinking for your Dark Secret, Will?
That's the thing I hadn't locked in yet, because
their recommendations are really dark. I
mean,
I think a 17-year-old constant adulterer would be pretty interesting, though.
Yeah,
for the last 3 weeks. Oh my goodness,
drug addict. Price on my head, man. You started early.
Yeah, I don't think those fit exactly what I'm thinking.
No, right.
I remember you remember when we played Cthulhu and our buddy Anthony made this character and he was like an antique dealer, but he also wanted to be an opium addict. And he got really butthurt that like the opium addict part had consequences.
Man, can't I just enjoy it?
Yeah, he just wanted to enjoy some opium on the side.
I don't want to be chasing that dragon. I just want to feel good. Oh,
See, I'm imagining that. Yeah, I can't imagine that from the event that started it all. Like in my mind, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's some crazy huge thing. I haven't really locked that in at all. So maybe it will come up or maybe it won't. With the thing that killed my father and what I've been pursuing. But I imagine that like all the problems I have to do with the fact for the last, like I said, 7 years, whatever it is, I've just been throwing money at things and trying to, as from like a child till a very, very young adult, have just been like looking into the occult. So I think my dark secret has something to do with like making a deal with or trading favors or something with something occulty, either a cult itself or something along those lines. But I don't know exactly how to build that out in my brain.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like maybe you owe favors to a nefarious cult or something.
Yeah, we can leave that kind of vague and start fleshing it out as as you start getting introduced to things and you run into problems in the world, and that would be good. Nice.
Okay.
Good.
I just have something like owing favors to a cult or something like that is what's
Okay.
There's some debt, I think, that
Right.
I owe that maybe I don't even fully understand what I agreed to, type of a thing.
Good. Yeah. They kind of we're.
It's like, yes, totally, just sign this contract. You'll be good.
No
okay.
All right. Now here's the hard part. What is your relationship with the other PC?
So
already fleshed that out.
These examples in there are kind of meant to be like that other character's attitude towards you, right?
Right. Yeah, the way that they where is it?
Well, I think like yours is like at your service, right? That's kind of what your attitude is towards me, right? Or maybe not exactly. Whereas like my relationship with you is, I think like the closest to here what they have as example would be like, I think you're a good person, or I hold you up as a father figure type of a thing. Right, because that's what the kind of the choose relationship for each of the other player characters or make up your own. Or is it that top one says you think you can trust me? Is that me directing that like Matt thinks he can trust me, or I think I can trust him? I guess we can word it either way.
It's like me saying it to you. You think you can trust me?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think Matt's got it. Yeah, so for example, like the writer, you inspire me. So yeah, the other PCs wouldn't be inspiration for the writer, a muse for the writer. Yeah, so it's your relationship with the,
so like the servant, I'm looking at his is at your service, which makes sense as a servant. I don't take orders from you. So yeah, it's me. I think this is me saying it to you, Matt. You think you can trust me. Because yours would be like, if you read the relationship stuff, is like at your service. I don't assume that other people would be saying that to the butler. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, I am at your service.
Right.
I think of a worry about you incessantly. Where I'm going with it.
Nice.
I think mine's going to set you up for failure. I think mine's going to be something along the lines of like always has dinner ready for me, is always there for me type of an idea. So as soon as you don't, I'm like, what's happening? What happened to you? What happened to us?
Rich kids.
I never learned how to tie my own shoes. I can't leave the house.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so only the I guess that makes sense. Only the officer has the highest resource range.
Yeah, there wasn't like it's like high class status
Yeah.
archetype.
Like a dandy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I almost want to find a way to boost that. I mean, then you're gonna have to.
I mean, you can
less-
level up. Like there is talents, and you could just keep getting a talent that increases your
Oh, that's
wealth.
right.
So I think that's what
Okay.
I won't progress a lot other than like basically now I've reached an age and maybe an understanding where I realize like I can't just keep throwing our funds at things. The bank account isn't infinite type of a thing,
Right.
and I have to start rebuilding the family estate on some level.
Okay. That's good.
Or maybe I give up on the whole money thing and, completely dive in. We'll find out.
Nice.
Hey,
All
on
right,
on the equipment.
Mhm.
So it says revolver, hurricane lamp, or makeup, field kitchen, or simple bandages. That means revolver for sure. One of the next two things, and one of the next two things.
Yes, yeah. The where's the down here. Yeah. So a hurricane lamp or makeup. So you're gonna make up in the dark or yeah, field kitchen. Yeah. So yeah, either or. So you end up with three things. And the same thing with the detective. So you have a magnifying glass magnifying glass or lockpick, definitely a revolver, and then knuckle dusters or
Get in the
binoculars.
field kitchen.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I've said sandwiches already like 5 times, so definitely that's important.
Nice.
I'm gonna sprinkle in a little of the butler from Trading Places too. So like we'll be out in the middle of the snow, and I'll bust out the field kitchen to make you some crepes.
Excellent.
Nice.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be perfect because we're just setting our relationship up for failure. Because as soon as you don't take care of me 100%, the wheels are just going to fall off this thing.
So you're a brat. You're a brat, is what you're saying.
I don't think I've had to be a brat yet because you've taken care of me so well. But I don't know. I don't know anything else.
Nice.
But it looks like you want to take the knuckle dusters, but then give them to the butler because, yeah, he's going to be doing the swinging. So there it is. So yeah, revolver is +2, just so, yeah, for the bonus.
Okay.
You guys both have revolvers, and it's both going to add 2 dice to ranged.
So these are all like gear dice, right?
Yeah.
Well, if we're doing starting gear, then I'll have a magnifying glass, revolver, and binoculars.
All right. Oh yeah, that's great. Okay. You'll be looking around.
Lockpicks are very beneath you.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like what I would be thinking at this point. Maybe, as I get real world experience, maybe I realize I need that stuff. But right now.
So the magnifying glass is +1 on investigation, clues for investigation, a skill, and binoculars, not alphabetical. Binoculars is +2, vigilance from a distance. Wow, that's pretty good.
Hurricane lamp is +2 for investigation in darkness and detecting sneaking people with vigilance.
Oh, nice. So you can take the hurricane. I guess not the makeup, huh?
Yeah.
Hurricane lamp, and then you're doing the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where the hell is the field kitchen?
Yeah, where is that? Oh, there it is. +2, cook with inspiration. When you cook with inspiration, cooking with inspiration. Wow, that's really good though for mental healing. So,
so I can cook him up something nice to cheer him up.
Yeah, very good.
Gonna be pushing a lot with my brain pan, so that'd be good.
Nice.
Whole lot of learning going on.
Excellent. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I'm surprised by your choice. That's nice. This is going to be a fun dynamic. So the last thing to do, and you can make this up too if there's a better idea, is the memento. So memento is the you can calm yourself down, kind of the signature item from Blade Runner. Mm-hmm. So you can roll a d66. You can probably roll that twice and choose one, or just kind of come up with something that fits your character better than. So a lot of them are, old love letters. Oh, a monkey skull. If a monkey skull would calm you down. That's a nice option.
What page are they on?
That's 23. I stroke my monkey skull.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it now.
A euphemism. That's a 19th century Scandinavian euphemism.
All right, how do you do the die roller in Discord? I forgot.
Oh, is it? I think I have to invite it, don't I? Or wait, no. It's no, it's already there. I forget too. Is it? Wait. Yeah. Oh, question mark roll, and then D, and then space, and then D whatever. So maybe try D66 and see if it understands that. So yeah, question mark roll D66.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, nice.
40. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It gave you a 0.
Oh yeah, you can't have a 0.
Oh yeah, no, it rolled a 66-sided die. Yeah, so just do D6. Yeah, maybe
right.
2D6.
Yeah.
Sorry. They should put D66 in there. That's common enough. That.
No, that didn't work. It's roll what?
Oh, it's question mark roll.
Oh, question
space.
mark.
Yeah, question mark roll space 2D6. Dice roller. There we go.
31.
Oh.
Chain. What's the
nice
seal ring with a secret chamber?
Oh, secrets, Niels.
Oh yeah. Yep, I'm gonna have that one, and it's definitely gonna be my dead buddies.
Oh yeah, right. And you've never managed to get it open?
No.
We'll find out one day. Oh my god. Nice. So did Aksel do you have a memento in mind, or do you want to try?
Yeah, I kind of read the thing. I think I'm going straightforward. It's a pocket watch with a photo of my parents inside of it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I'm assuming it's my dad's pocket watch.
Right, yeah, that's good. All right. And seal ring. Nice. And this might be an interesting dynamic, and it's going to come up with NPCs, and actually it was a kind of a schism that happened with the society before it collapsed. But there's a tension between destroy all Vaesen, they are the spawn of evil, they're from hell, they're the devil's work, or study them and understand them. So you're going to kind of be pulled, you may be pulled either way by kind of the what is the mission of this society now after its downfall, and maybe what mistake did they make in the past that caused that to that caused things to collapse. Nice.
I don't know. Should we kill them all? It feels like we should just kill them all, but maybe. Study's good too.
Yeah. Yeah, that can definitely be something that you play with.
Of course, scientific study, right? 19th century probably involves killing them anyway.
Yeah.
Right. We have to
much like medicine, same thing.
Right.
It's like Andre's always telling us that story about the guy who made the tinctures or whatever it is, the soaking stuff in water to make it, thinking it gave healing properties, and how
Oh, the
On-
tincture.
on- Yeah, like on how on paper it looked like it did because medicine was so bad that most other medical practices killed people. So him just giving them water was actually better than like people trying everything else because usually people just got infections and died and stuff. So him just be like, here, drink some water that had some herbs soaked in it. Actually had a just because they weren't giving them leeches when they're already bleeding or whatever it was. Like,
Yeah.
actually did a better job of keeping them alive. Like, oh my god, it's a miracle. It's like, well, no, we quit stabbing them and maybe they'll get better.
That's so funny. Yeah.
But
Yeah, one of the
they have a cannon on the ranged weapon list.
yeah. I think if I rolled a character, I would just have a cannon and a hunting dog, and I would just roll through the Scandinavian backwoods. I mean, those are like insanely powerful. Yeah, the hunting dog gives you like +5 or something. It's crazy in melee. It's like instead of it just once per session, it can give you a bonus. It like fights with you. It's
So it just counts as like a better weapon, kind of in a way.
Right. Yeah, you jump onto his arm, and I'll take his weapon away. All right.
So do ones, if you push, do ones in this version like damage you or degrade?
No, there isn't any. The only damage you take is from the actual effect of the magic or the weapon or the attack. Yeah, there's no. Mementos, there is a like I can break your memento to make it a little more difficult for you to heal, but it's easy to fix. Like in between sessions, it's easy to fix. So it's one of those things.
Are you allowed? Like I know with like Twilight 2000, you could replace them.
Yeah, you can replace things, but nothing. I mean, things can be dropped and everything, but nothing from your use will be broken. So you'll never break your own revolver or magnifying glass or anything.
Cool.
Through use. Yeah, there's the gear dice. So there's the ones.
You can re-roll the ones. It looks like.
Yes. Yeah. The only thing you don't re-roll is the 6s. Yeah. Yeah, you re-roll. Yeah, and if you guys have get a good dynamic with healing mental, you can push every time. Then Aksel can be pushing every time.
More crepes. More
You know?
crepes.
That's the wrong cheese.
Can't believe you did this to me.
I need some more brandy for the flambe.
Nice. Excellent. So I think that's all the basic stuff for character creation.
Cool.
Yeah, that was surprisingly easy. Yeah. And so then you'll be able. The interesting thing too, I think there's skills or there's upgrades to the headquarters that allow you to keep equipment, but for each mystery, you spend you roll your resource dice, and then you have those points to equip yourselves. And then at the end of the mystery, it basically just goes away. You just return it back to the headquarters, but it's not accessible again. But you're allowed to keep one thing. So one thing that you generate. So your equipment list may grow because as kind of part of the, you get XP, and then you can also choose to keep one of the pieces of equipment that was useful in the mystery.
Cool.
But usually they're supposed to apply, specifically per mystery. And most of the time they may not be useful, like silver bullets or whatever aren't going to be the, aren't going to solve every problem. But yeah, they may be useful. So we should, I think, we've got the characters fleshed out. Oh, I didn't do. So 2. Since we've got the characters set. Oh, interesting. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I should put the revolver in weapons, actually. Let me go back to that table for range and everything. Because we need damage and range.
Oh, your character sheet looks so nice, Matt. I don't have any of this stuff.
Well, you can replace it, though.
Oh, that's true.
Revolver is 2 damage, 0 to 1 range, +2 bonus.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right.
Oh, and the only difference between punching and using knuckle dusters is, well, there's a +1 bonus and use close combat, but if I punch people, I use.
Right, yeah. It's actually 3 different. So there's 3 different skills you can use to attack based on what you have. Yeah, no, like in the in the melee weapons, chair is a melee weapon. It's because that's improvised. You pick up some furniture and they give you stats for chair. Yeah, so if you're close combat, if you put points into that instead of just force, then no, I think you should not pick anything up. I think you'll be you'll be good without it. I guess it'll be about the same though, because you get a +1. If you pick up a table leg, you'll get a +1. So both your close combat and force will be.
I'll probably use force most of the time because I figure like I spend a lot of time hustling people out of rooms to get them away from.
Yes, right.
From Aksel,
And good high force is good for resisting things too. If you're poisoned or certain things. I have to double check the. I think with fear you can choose. You can choose how you want to resist fear as well, and you may be able to use force as well. That should be a PDF search. Nice. Okay, so yeah, we should now kind of talk through how you want to be connected, because they give a couple of examples. Like we can jump straight. You have information, or you've had some kind of contact, or you find out something that leads you to kind of tracking down the remnants of the society, or you can interact with a specific person that has that connection. So it's just and that kind of NPC can then also be can also provide information and invitation into more mysteries.
Well, I was reading the stock default opening, right? It was saying that there's a lady,
yes,
in an insane asylum. So is that going to be, is that canon, or is that something we decide if we want to use that?
Yeah, we can decide. We can change her. Yeah, she's default. And yeah, basically she may come up again, and it can just be a find and replace for the NPC we want to use. For that. Yeah, so people will come up that can provide you what they call the invitations to the mysteries. But she's the default. Yeah, so the city is, and I guess we can even change this as well, but they have all these cool maps and stuff, so maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah.
The city of Uppsala is where the headquarters, the former headquarters of the last kind of branch that you knew of the society existed. And she can be your connection to that, but we can also get to it in other ways.
Which Uppsala is, from what I've been told, is like a university town.
Right. Yeah, it has a cathedral, but it's also so it's got that tension between, all of the cities are more modernized, more technological based, and are trying to forget about the rural past.
Well, I figure Nils is just encouraging. Like, I don't know how much we've openly shared with each other, our characters, but I feel like on some level we both know that we've had these weird experiences in our past, and then
like are you like kind of vicariously through me trying to deal with it? Is that what you're thinking? Like
exactly.
Maybe happen to me, and you're like, oh, go get him. Good idea.
I don't have the skills or the talent that you do, so I'm kind of like trying to support you, and pretty much like if you're decided you're gonna go talk to this lady in insane asylum, like right, I'll bring kippers.
Nice.
Well, and I think that like with my idea of like I was wealthy, or we were incredibly wealthy. Like I think that we were quite a few ranks up in terms of wealth, and I've just been burning it for if you put a child basically that wants to understand what ghosts are in charge of a family fortune. I've just been spinning on stuff. So I like the idea of like because aren't we supposed to kind of move in or have this like place that's our base of operations?
Yes. Yeah.
I like
You're
the idea of potentially like that's maybe why we're not that middle class is really low, but like that's why we're in the economic bracket we're in now. Is that maybe I've recently took what was left liquid of my family's funds and like have
Oh, like you bought it?
like I bought it. And so maybe I ran her down and she mentioned stuff and I just like invested in it because I'm like, oh, we have this place. It's connected to the occult and we can figure stuff out. And that's like what kind of our driving thing is.
Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah. So you've been kind of maybe you found out about this woman. You've been exchanging letters with her, and yeah, she revealed the existence of the castle, and you were like, castle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me more. Done. I just went online and bought it. It's good.
Right.
And if you're just some random guy who bought it, that's gonna even create more tension with the servants that are already there. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. And what what happens also is as you improve the headquarters, as you improve the castle, it triggers bad events. Like it triggers like people are interested in what's going on as they see someone renovating this old castle. So you attract police, you attract reporters, you attract people trying to claim it out from under you, saying no, you don't own this, we own this. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, and that might be interesting with your dark cult debt as well.
Yeah, like they're also competing for it on some level.
Yes. Yeah, you got a groovy headquarters.
Yeah, they're trying to insinuate their way into it.
Right. Yeah,
we gotta have a local constable guy who wears the stupid spiked helmet. Like it has to happen.
Yes. Excellent. Yeah, so that's great. So let's start out that way. So do you think you've ever face to face? So Linnea Elfeklint is the woman in the insane asylum. So she's in the Uppsala asylum. She has a small apartment in town, but and has some means. So she's spends most of her time in the asylum, and is definitely diminished. Yeah, she's definitely some of the letters that you've received from her back and forth are kind of rambling and nonsensical. It's hard to understand what she means. There's facts and rational thoughts, and then she just kind of meanders off into these strange stories or strange musings about what's happened to her home country and the kind of evils of technology. And but it did lead you to the castle. So
I kind of like the idea that like I've never actually like I haven't done the legwork.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never actually gone and seen her or anything. So it's just like this is all in a way kind of like just stuff I've heard. I just like and now we find ourselves in the economic position. I can't just go out and buy a castle anymore, because
right.
That's what we've done.
Excellent. Yeah. So communicating, with her, has led you to this. And so through your communication, and what she understood as your purpose and intent, you did receive then a letter from her with a document that seemed to be a deed to this property and a key as well. So maybe you stated in a letter to her, you stated your intent to purchase or to renovate and to have some when you discuss the society. So and how much do you think Aksel knows about the existence of the society? Did you uncover a lot in your studies? Is it something that's interested you, or is it going to be something that you as you explore the castle?
I think it's going to be as we explore the castle. What I imagine happened is that I've been like trying to find everything I can on Vaesen, supernatural creatures, whatever the thing is that killed my father. And then I spent a bunch of money and done all this research. And finally I came across this lady's name. And then it's like, oh, there's a society and they have this old place. That's really cool. I have some money. Oh, I can get the deed. And like, basically that's what's kicking off this, like, we're going from me being like a young kid with money and like paying tutors to come to me. This is like my actual like going into the world type situation for the first time.
Excellent.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I don't even
nice.
like if we could even start with like us showing up at the castle for the first time. You know, like just walking
Yes.
in, like, oh, this is mine now. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, no, that works well. Yeah, so she can be that's good too. You can use Linnea, like you can post letters to her and receive some interesting information back and forth. And so she through your communications, she understood that you have the sight, that you're able to see Vaesen, and you were also very curious about them. And she revealed to you that the former headquarters, it's been about a decade since there's been any activity. The society itself and its headquarters in Uppsala has completely collapsed. And you can find out, through investigation, find out why.
So do you think that this is like my home city too, or do you think that we're from somewhere else?
Oh,
and
right.
now we're like locating here, so we don't have any ties to like my old estate. Like it's off running somewhere on its own.
Right. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, we can talk about because probably you were from. If you have money, you're probably from a larger city, a more settled area. But Uppsala
from Stockholm or something.
Yeah, and Uppsala is only like an hour train ride from Stockholm, so it's fairly close. So maybe that was what tempted you. Maybe you did grow up. Your family's wealth is from Stockholm, and this was leaving home, but it wasn't that far.
Mm-hmm.
And the university, the reputation of the university as well, maybe also tempted you because they would have amazing library and science to help you understand things. Yeah, I think that works well. Let's see. Let me just check if there's any other things. No, I think starting out mysteriously like this. So the castle is Gillenkrutz, Castle Gillenkrutz, and if we want to start just start with this kind of introduction. I can give you a description. If you actually are going to take the train to Uppsala, you can arrive there with a deed and a key in hand to kind of see what's up. Who's saying what now? Oh, cool. Okay,
I just uploaded. Yeah,
I'm worried Craig is going to say you guys are fucked. He always. Because that's I think the only warning we got is just the boop boop.
Yeah,
one time. Yeah,
it's like Craig. It's a little more important than boop boop. Make a more serious sound,
or at least boop boop twice. You know?
Yeah, double boop boop. Yes. All right. Let me get the.
Oh yeah, put it in. That's okay. I put it in the chat. That's fine. Or not in the chat, in the
Discord.
Discord. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, mine's on the messenger, but same diff.
Okay. Yeah, both of those work. Yeah, that's nice. We can actually pull these from different places. Yeah, I don't think there's ever a need, and I guess all the virtual tabletops have that built in already. You can specifically message just one player, but I don't think we're going to ever need that.
You can start writing letters to the lady. Will, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll try to get her to tell me more, because I read the little paragraph where they have on her. It just sounds like she's connected with it. She knows a bunch of stuff, but she also refuses to get back involved, right? Like she's like,
yes.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore.
She's
something.
Shit.
Yeah. Something happened that completely and damaged her mentally, so that she felt that the asylum was the safest place for her. Because she something happened, and so you may. You may find, so you will start to kind of discover what exactly you're dealing with as far as the end of the society. But yeah, so as far as you know, it's been about 10 years that she's explained since anyone has actively been part of the society in Uppsala. She is not aware of. There could be throughout all of Europe and Scandinavia, there could still be active groups that
Interesting.
are.
Around the same time my father was killed, it's the same time the organization broke apart.
Yeah,
And he had
nice.
a butler in his service that had dealt with this stuff before and had this site. Interesting. Okay.
Nice. Very good.
Everyone's out to get it. I mean,
Uh-oh.
everything's good.
Are you already cracking up?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So there was a good description of the arrival at the castle. It's still here. Okay, yeah, I guess this is enough. It's weird. My photographic memory is tricking me because the PDF and the physical book are laid out differently. So when I remember things being on certain pages or next to something, it's not there. So it's freaking me out. It's like making it hard to look stuff up because I usually it was by that picture of this and it's not.
Like all the cues you learn. Yeah.
Right. It's totally gone.
That map of Uppsala is pretty cool.
Yeah. There's some and I've got the poster map of the Mythic North we could be sitting around. Yeah. Nice. Oh, and the dice are really cool too. They look like they're kind of like they're little custom dice. They look like they're carved out of bone. Yeah, they have a nice. Everything matches really well. They did such a nice art direction on everything.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, I think that makes sense that Aksel is from Stockholm. So you take the train. It's a short train ride from the Stockholm station to Uppsala. And so as you arrive at the station, do you want to head directly to take a coach and head directly to the castle, or do you want to explore the city at all before? Because basically the location of the asylum, you have the address because you've been receiving letters from the asylum, so you know the address of the asylum. And then there's the university police station. There's more questionable things, but let's figure out what season should we start. What season do you want to start in?
Ooh.
Midwinter, right? It has to be midwinter.
Yeah, I always want to get off a train in Europe in the snow.
Oh, okay, excellent. Yeah, so that would be perfect.
Is the idea here that this castle is completely abandoned?
Well, yeah, you'll as far as you know, there's been no activity, and it's very boarded up. She explained to you that it's in disrepair and kind of sealed. I guess the way she would have described it is we've sealed off most of the castle. So yeah, you'll find out kind of the state of things when you show up.
Yeah, I think being young and excited and in a way kind of getting out of the house for the first time in a long time, I think just going directly to the castle is what I would think we would do. We'll talk to the lady and figure out what's going on in this, but first I want to see the shiny toy we got.
Right.
I imagine Nils is gathering up their luggage from the porters and kind of reminding Aksel that he's not going to be able to get those nice Asian oranges in Uppsala.
Yes.
And all the cinnamon's going to be that powdered stale dreck.
Excellent.
Fine.
All right. So you take a carriage from the station, and you pull up to